Hey everyone, long time no see. Hope you're all doing well. You know, one of the things people often will say, Dorothy's got a treat she's working on here. One of the things people will say is that they feel like I'm very real, whatever that means. But what I think that means is that I don't ever look like I'm pretending. And that's for good reason, because I can't do that. I am such a terrible actress that in the school plays, in the Christmas parade, I was cast as a star. So that tells you how my acting skills are. So because of that, I can't act what I do for you guys. If I'm not upbeat and enthusiastic and excited about what I'm doing, I can't fake it. So rather than try to make garden videos that are maudlin, I just don't make them. And Dorothy and I are here right now because we got a little bit of sad news. And that is that on July 20th, which is actually Dorothy's 6th birthday, Odin passed away. Odin was our other Newfoundland, and I'm telling you guys because many of you loved seeing the Newfs on the channel. I know a lot of your kids like seeing the Newfs, and Odin wasn't around as much lately, in part because in summer it's just too hot. So the dogs just aren't outside much. But he had not been doing great for about 6 months. And then I was at Cultivate, which is this horticultural trade show in Ohio. And he had had a bad day while I was there, and I came home, and the next day we took him to the emergency vet, and we actually thought we had solved the emergency problem, and that we would be able to, with a little bit more investigation, that we had some options. Because he was just 9 years old, which even though they are giant breeds, is in my opinion still pretty young. Giant breeds don't live as long as other dogs do, but our other Newfoundlands have lived to be 10 and 11, and his blood work looked really good, and so we had a lot of hope. And then just a day after that, the situation became critical. And unfortunately, Odin passed away. So, to make matters worse, that was the day before we left. We had an army taking care of Dorothy. We had already had a live-in dog sitter scheduled, but the whole neighborhood kind of came together, and Dorothy was probably exhausted. She probably got more attention because she's really been our main concern right now. Is she's not the most confident dog, and she's never known a world without Odin in it. And she always took her cues from Odin. So being an only dog is, it's different for her, and we're worried about her because she's a little sensitive anyway. And the cats are no help. So anyway, I'm not saying any of these things to make anybody sad, because if you've loved a dog, that's kind of comes with the territory. People who have loved a lot of dogs their lifetime, you love them all, right? We all love all our dogs, but there are special ones that come into our life. And I have loved all my dogs, but Odin and I had a really special relationship right from the get-go. In many ways, Odin was a stereotypical Newfoundland. He was the sweetest dog. That is the hallmark of Newfoundlands, is that they must have great temperaments and be sweet, or else they just aren't a Newfoundland. He loved to work. He loved to do jobs. He picked up jobs really easily. When we were able to get a paper delivered to our house, he went and got the paper delivered. In fact, I'll put up a video if I can find it of him at about 4 or 5 months old going to get the paper by himself for the first time. And it's the cutest freaking thing you ever saw. He helped us carry in the groceries. He loved to carry things. He just wanted to be helpful. And you know, they're working dogs, so they want to work. I would say if there's one characteristic of Newfoundlands that he didn't quite have, it was he was not really all that interested in swimming. He was interested in wading in the water. He liked that a lot, but he was not so interested in swimming. So, and this one isn't interested in swimming at all, really. But Odin was special, and that's all I'm going to say about it, because this is not the sad dog channel. But I appreciated that so many of you inquired about both of the dogs when you didn't see them for a while, asked how they were doing, loved seeing them in videos. It meant a lot to me because, of course, they're special to us as well. So that's why I wanted to let you guys know too, because I know Odin had some fans out there, and also to help you understand why I just sort of dropped off the face of the earth for a while here. So I did film some videos before any of this happened, and I couldn't do it. Could not get my head around spending time editing. So we'll get those up. So now I'm back. I was away from the garden for a week. I had people watching the garden, but if you think that you don't do a lot in your garden every day, just little things, wait until you leave it for a week and you realize all the little things that weren't getting done. So I've been home for less than 24 hours now and spent most of yesterday afternoon just controlling things, cutting things back. Some things have grown too much. Today I'll do some fertilizing. The vegetable garden has gone fully rogue. I didn't get a chance to do any sort of maintenance in the vegetable garden before I left. The vegetable garden is really in need of a good spruce up. And I think probably what I'm going to do, I was going to answer some question, to make this into kind of a question and answer video, and I don't really feel like doing that. I think we're going to spend some time in the vegetable garden, and I thought it's just all the little things you do, but I thought maybe I'd run some cameras. You can kind of see a time lapse or something of getting that vegetable garden back into shape. I think a couple hours in there will get everything back into good nick. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Thanks for watching this video. But I do care about all of you, and I know that you all cared a lot about Odin. So thanks for caring about all of us. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. We'll see you soon with some Cheerier content.